XRP has been absolutely crushing it the past 24 hours, up over $2.16 at the time of making this video. But a lot of people want to know, is XRP overheated? Will there be a pullback? Should they take profits on their XRP? Or is XRP going to just continue to make new high after new high after new high for the year, inevitably passing the all-time high? Well, in this video, what we're going to discuss is what's happening right now for XRP compared to the rest of the market. An interview with Brad Garlinghouse in 16 minutes that is about to drop that's going to completely change the game. 6 key things that I'm holding on to my XRP for until these things take place. And then I'll be discussing when I'm going to be selling my XRP towards the end of this video. We're going to be discussing the XRP to the US dollar price chart and a key level that needs to break. And if that happens, some price targets for XRP for the rest of this bull run. Bitcoin to the US dollar price chart and this key indicator that is signaling how high Bitcoin could realistically go this bull run cycle. What Donald Trump just did to countries that are threatening to leave the US dollar that has never been seen before in history. And the reason why we're about to see face melting gains and when this rally will be over for the next consolidation period, just like we went through over the last 6 months. So that way you don't get caught buying the top, holding onto your bags, getting frustrated, and selling the bottom during the next consolidation period over the next few months. So if you guys are still holding your XRP, comment 777. If you're feeling blessed, if you're feeling bullish, comment 777. And if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. As always, let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So in the top 10 cryptocurrencies right now, XRP is just blowing everything out of the water. And then we got some other projects doing pretty well too, a little bit further down the list, but 53% over the past 7 days, whereas Ethereum's up 10%, Bitcoin's just hanging out around $97,000. So as Bitcoin breathes and consolidates between 90K and 100K, this is giving XRP and other currencies the time to catch up, because as you guys know, XRP was suppressed during the entire lawsuit, but there's some major catalysts that are taking place over the next 90 days that it's time to lock in for and pay close attention to. So this is going to be one of the most important videos that I've made this whole week, let alone this year. You know, every single video, new stuff is popping out. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel to stay up to date. We got 3 videos going out per day, and we're going to be having even more. So by the way, guys, if you consider yourselves, you know, a crypto connoisseur and you want to create content and be a part of the Bull Runners team, feel free to reach out to the email below. And if you have a passion for crypto and you have a burning desire for change and for helping people as well too, then we would love to have you a part of the team. We have tons of different roles on the team, on the front end and on the back end of our business. But check this out, XRP just flipped Solana. So USDT and Ethereum are next. And if you guys remember, during the 2017 bull run, XRP was right behind Bitcoin. It had a higher market cap than Ethereum. And when the lawsuit was filed from Jay Clayton, and them taking money behind the scenes and that whole ETHgate conversation, it gave Ethereum basically a free pass to not get sued by the SEC. But yet XRP and Ripple had to go through the storm and go through the valley of the shadow of death, basically, and make it through the other side with this lawsuit coming to a conclusion. So, you know, Solana's just thinking, how the F did that happen? And lots of traders on Solana's blockchain are moving over to the XRP blockchain to trade meme coins on the XRP ledger, because you guys know that Dex Screener just now started supporting XRP meme coins. For example, this project literally just launched and it's already over a $2 million market cap. It's the first AI agent on the XRP ledger. And for example, I shared this project with you guys several videos ago when it was below a $20,000 market cap, literally day of launch. And since then, I mean, it's done over 200x, 300x, 400x. At the peak, it was over 500x at nearly a $10 million market cap. And I believe right now it's still around like a $5 million market cap. So it's still up, what, like 200, 300x. So that's like turning $1,000 into over $200,000. Now, I make no guarantees, but when you plug in with Altcoin Pro University and join 499 members, maybe you can become the 500th member. We're going to add thousands of people to our crypto inner circle and our education platform, where we provide the best education for you guys. And for example, right back here, when you click the link below and you get started today, you click on the community section. The first thing that you want to do is start here and introduce yourself. We have 960 comments thus far. Everyone is loving the community. It's cool because you guys get a chat. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to scroll down and show you everyone's names, but there's conversations like, look, one just popped up right here. People are asking questions, and you guys could ask any question you want in here. Our research team will get back to you. And plus, community members that are very knowledgeable, that have been in the crypto space for a long period of time, will even comment on your posts and help you out along the way, because we're all here to help each other and win together. And when you click on more right here, you can see announcements, general discussion, market updates, altcoin picks as well too. So when we find these top altcoin picks that we think are undervalued or have massive explosive potential the rest of this bull run, we'll post them in here for you guys to see. And it's not to tell you to buy or sell them, because these videos are not for financial advice. Crypto's very risky. You could definitely lose money in these markets. These videos are purely for education, informational purposes only. But here's just an example of an artificial intelligence pick that was called out 13 days ago at a $4.4 million market cap. Right now, it's at a $25 million market cap. So that's roughly between what, a 5 or a 6x. So for example, while XRP, if you bought it at 50 cents, it's up a 4x. But if you buy now, you are buying a little bit higher than where everyone else on the Bull Runners channel was accumulating all through 2023. So there's still plenty of opportunities in this space that I'll be personally rotating my profits from XRP into all throughout 2025, and we'll be sharing that with you guys inside of Altcoin Pro. And then of course, I'll be leaving some in stable coins, putting some in like gold, silver, real estate, potentially some bonds, Ripple stablecoin to earn an APY, etc. But we're not just going to be leaving the crypto market completely. We're going to be here with you each and every single day. And you guys want to stick around even during the bear market, because there's going to be amazing opportunities to get the bottom and buy the bottom. If you just leave and you exit the market and you try and come back, then you're going to be the same typical retail investor that comes in too late, ends up buying the top again during the next bull run, when you want to be accumulating at the exact bottom. For example, our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside. Now, Brad Garlinghouse said that Fairshake is the most successful multi-candidate bipartisan super PAC in American history. Electing pro-crypto, pro-growth, and pro-innovative candidates is a no-brainer, and to continue that momentum, Ripple is contributing another $25 million to Fairshake onward. So there was a lot of people, and Brian Armstrong said, let's go. There was a lot of people that were so anti-Ripple because Chris Larson was donating to Kamala Harris. And I made a video talking about that for all the ignorant people out there that don't understand how to play chess, and in the spiritual realm in 5D, and also in business, to play both sides so you can hedge your bets in case, Democrats did win. For example, $10 million for Chris Larson's net worth was like 0.000 something, like 1%, which to you, if your net worth is $100,000, that's like you donating $300. So to him, it's nothing. It's not going to change his lifestyle at all. And it was moving the needle forward just in case, because then you got like John Deaton that, supports Republicans and is on the other side, and Brad Garlinghouse playing the neutral stance. So they were hitting every single angle of the board possible, which shows how smart Ripple is as a company. Now, here's one thing that's interesting to note. With XRP gaining more popularity due to its speed, efficiency, and reliability in the areas of cross-border remittances, institutional DeFi, real-world tokenization, they just announced the renaming, this is Bitwise, they announced the renaming of their European XRP exchange-traded product, and they put the ticker on this as GXRP as part of their broader rebranding of their European product suite. GXRP is trading on Germany's Deutsche Börse Extra, I think that's how you say it, and provides institutional grade access to XRP. Now, ETPs are step one. ETFs are a better institutional grade product for, mass adoption and also sentiment across the board for bigger investors to come in. So for me, I'm choosing to personally hold my XRP until a lot of these key milestones are hit, and then I'll be sharing with you guys when I'm taking profits on XRP in Altcoin Pro University first. But number one, RLUSD stablecoin officially launching. So when we look right here, this was just posted by Fox Business saying Ripple is poised for New York approval of their stablecoin, set to enter the regulated US crypto market. And people close to the matter say that the New York Department of Financial Services has indicated to Ripple it will approve the product, and the company is eyeing a possible launch of December 4th, so 3 days from right now. Now, if this is approved as expected, Ripple will be allowed to legally offer its stabilized coin, RLUSD, to the public, positioning it as one of the major market stablecoins alongside USDT and USDC. Now, what USDT did for Bitcoin when Tether's treasury just creates a bunch of new USDT, puts it in the market, and starts pushing that out there through the exchanges, that gets pumped into Bitcoin. So depending on how Ripple plans issuing their stablecoin, putting out the audits out there, either way, that's just going to add more liquidity to the overall crypto market, especially XRP, since XRP is going to be paired to RLUSD. I would expect that RLUSD is just going to be paired to all of the other top 100 cryptocurrencies, either immediately within like the first week, the first month, or over time. And so that's just going to grow the overall market cap of RLUSD, which then in some way, shape, or form is going to benefit XRP. And we'll be covering more on that in future videos when they come out with it. But for now, just the news alone is bullish, but when it actually takes place, the liquidity is the real bullish news that's going to bring to the table. Number two, the most important on this list, Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, is stepping down. Now, I don't need to talk too much about this. We've already covered this, but he posted this on Twitter saying on January 20th, 2025, he will be stepping down as SEC governor chair. He created a whole thread on it, and now everyone was just bashing him in this thread, in the comments, saying that this is his biggest achievement as SEC chair, stepping down and getting out of the way. And it's hilarious. If you guys just go and scroll through this, I was cracking up late at night. Nobody likes this guy. He started out right here. When he came in, people were excited, encouraged, and ready for the potential of what to come. He was the best thing that could have happened to this space. Since he was a professor at MIT, he was supportive for the crypto market, saying the majority of cryptocurrencies are not securities. Instead, he became the worst, not only for the space, but for the country. So the reason why stuff like that happens is because they get paid off from powers that be behind the scenes that want them to attack certain companies. And crypto's warfare, right? You got all these companies and all these products, like Ethereum wants to win. So what would they do? Behind the scenes, maybe they pay off Gary Gensler to attack Ripple, sue them so Ethereum can get a free pass. I'm not confirming or denying that, but smart people like yourself can read through the lines here on what has been happening over the past few years. And with this guy being gone, this is the best possible thing for Ripple. Now, Brad Garlinghouse has done several interviews saying that XRP ETF is inevitable. It's only a matter of time. So number three is an XRP ETF receiving approval. And if you look right here in one of my previous videos, I talked about Wisdom Tree registry in the state of Delaware for an XRP ETF. And so a lot more companies have been registering recently as well too. They have hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars of assets under management. Wisdom Tree has over 100 billion in assets under management. So they're just getting ready for an approval from a new SEC chair, because until January 20th, the likelihood of these getting approved from Gary Gensler, very, very slim to none, because Gary Gensler fought tooth and nail to the very end until Trump came out and said he would fire him. So to save embarrassment, Gary's just going to say he's stepping down. It's kind of like doing a bad job at your job, and you know that you're going to get fired. So walking in, your boss says, hey, I need to talk to you. And right when you sit down in their office, you quitting on the spot before they get the chance to fire you. That's what's happening with Gary Gensler here. So in my opinion, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Could be wrong there, but all signs are leading to a green light. It's only a matter of time. Kind of like how BlackRock, Fidelity, Van Eck, all these companies, ARK 21 shares, were filing for the Bitcoin ETF and just waiting for the SEC to green light it and approve it. Well, we got Trump stepping into office January 20th, Gary Gensler stepping down. So the odds of that happening, very, very, very high. And you saw what happened with Bitcoin after the ETF was approved. Bitcoin pumped from what, 30K, 40K, now it's upwards of $90,000, almost $100,000. So number four is Ripple winning its legal battle. It's already been declared that XRP is not a security on the secondary market. They won the lawsuit. People say that the lawsuit they didn't win. They won the lawsuit. The only thing that was in question is how much Ripple had to pay for selling XRP to institutional buyers. So that constituted as an investment contract. So they have to pay like $150 million or $250 million, whatever it was. That's like small pocket change for the $100 billion market cap that XRP has. So Ripple already won the legal battle. Just the news dropping saying that the lawsuit's over, just like how war news affects the markets in terms of price action, even though like a war has nothing to do with actual blockchain technology. They're completely two different things. It's the sentiment that affects price action. So the news dropping is a positive sentiment. So we need to see that happen for the price to go a little bit higher. Also, Trump being back in the White House, he gets inaugurated January 20th, the same day that Gary Gensler steps down. So this is just going to be kind of like a parlay that is virtually guaranteed to take place right there. And then number six, altcoin season really kicking off as Bitcoin's dominance drops. So let's get into the charts here. First thing that we need to look at is XRP's market cap. It just cleared all retracement levels from 2018 to 2024. Trading is up 285% in November alone. Now, this is a massive green candle. People are getting a little worried here, thinking that it's just going to come back down and get suppressed again because people have PTSD all through 2023. They went through the bear market, even after 2017. People are just in disbelief right now, thinking that XRP is not going to break past its all-time high until after January 20th. But is that the case? Well, let's look at the chart here for the XRP to the US dollar price chart, and let's compare back to the past here, and let's look at this, because if we go back to 2013 December, we just draw this trend line right here, this descending resistance, this ascending support as well too, forming this symmetrical triangle. Doesn't need to be 100% exact, but XRP coiled up until the end of this triangle. And I talked about this with you guys, and this was very easy to see. It's not rocket science here. In a symmetrical triangle, the more that the price coils up, eventually it's going to break to the upside or to the downside of the triangle. In this case, the odds were favoring a break to the upside just based on four-year market cycle theory, global liquidity, the lawsuit coming to a conclusion, everything that I just covered the past 30 seconds to 5 minutes in this video thus far. So XRP was going to break. Now, we were hoping for it to break a little bit sooner, but that gave us more time to accumulate, and the smart people just kept accumulating XRP because of what I was sharing with you every single day from the news, the legal documents, the central banking information, the Bank for International Settlements, different monetary authorities, all of that stuff that we were covering with you guys. And so it was the smartest move that you could have possibly made. So let's talk about when it's time to sell XRP. If we look right here on the left-hand side of the screen, when XRP did break out of this descending resistance, for those of you wondering why this is like a rainbow color here, well, this is the Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow indicator. If you put this on Bitcoin's chart, it shows you, where Bitcoin has been at in the past compared to the days until the next halving. So when Bitcoin goes through halving, we see it go from like purple to orange, and then Bitcoin starts to break out, roughly 3 months to 6 months after Bitcoin's halving, and then Bitcoin breaks out first, altcoins kind of trail behind, then Bitcoin's dominance drops while Bitcoin's price cools off for a little bit, then altcoins really fly, and that's what we're seeing happen right now. It's happening textbook to the T, so I'll keep explaining this to you guys because I've been right thus far, and I'm not right all the time, but this one is just too easy to spot. So when XRP broke out in the past back here in March of 2017, it faced some resistance at the previous high at light green here, November 2013, right at 0.05 cents. It rallied up to like 0.069, barely above the all-time high, and XRP on the left-hand side of the screen had a sharp pullback of 57% before it continued even higher and did a full extension on the fib. So if I were to draw the Fibonacci, extension tool right here, you guys can see that it rallied up on that rally back to, what was that, 0.786? Let's zoom in here and look at this. Past a 0.786, it went all the way up a little bit above 1 because it breached the all-time high on this wick by the 27th of March, pulled back 50 to 60%, and that lasted roughly from breakout to pull back to break out again to past it 35 days. So it took 35 days to break that high. I would expect something like this to take place as XRP gets closer and closer and closer to its true all-time high from back here. Now, coincidentally enough, when we put the Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow colored indicator on here, you guys can see some similarities here. We talked about how when we went from orange to yellow during that previous bull run for 2017, we saw this little sell-off right here, final consolidation before we broke the descending resistance and flew all the way back to the high. And that rally was about a 1,200% before that 50 to 60% pullback, 30 days of consolidation. And then XRP rallied another 1,400% to do a full extension above a 4.236. And then this consolidation was a little bit longer. This lasted like 200 days. And so you do not want to wait to be buying XRP right before we're about to transition from yellow on the Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow indicator, this color that you can see right here, before we go to green, because every single time in the past few bull runs, the past two, right? We don't have too much data to go back, but so far it's 2 for 2. And will it be 3 for 3 for this bull run? Because look right here, when XRP topped out that bull run and we went from yellow to green, that was the end of the bull run cycle, and XRP couldn't make a higher high when it went to light green, whereas in 2017 it made a higher high. And so if the same thing happens as 2021, then hedging XRP before we go from yellow to green, in my opinion, is a smart play. That's like selling some right here because, I mean, you can always try and enter back in right during the light green phase, depending on how far the pullback is. But in my opinion, like selling some right now is only smart if you bought like all the way down here, or you bought all the way down here and you just want to hedge some profits and hedge some risk, right? That's still smart because you can never lose if you're in profits and you sell. You still won. Sure, there's the, coulda, shoulda, woulda if you sell now and it just keeps going higher. And let's say it rallies up to $9-10, which personally, I don't think is going to happen until after January 20th. But leading up until January 20th, I think we're seeing a buy the rumors type of event take place where XRP is just going to keep breaking out. Potentially we make it to, $3.50, maybe $4. We don't know how high XRP is going to go in the short term, but I would expect there to be some type of 30% to 50% pullback, maybe to $1.30 for us to consolidate, potentially for a week to a month, and then for XRP to make another move to the upside, very similar to what happened during this phase right here. And after we transition from yellow to green, we see the next consolidation phase all the way up here, depending on where we're at on the relative strength index, the MACD. I'll cover that when we get to it. I'm not trying to overwhelm you with information right now, but when we see that, we'll determine if we're going to make a parabolic blow off top or if we're going to form a lower high and start the bear market, depending on where XRP is at during that stage. So for me, I'm most likely going to be hedging some of my XRP when we go from yellow to light green. And wherever XRP's price is at that point, I don't care because I don't look at price targets. That's what beginners do. They wait for a price target to get hit before they sell on the macro timeframes because they thought, for example, in December 2017, XRP was going to go to $5 to $10. It's just like the people who thought Bitcoin was going to go to $100,000. They're like, I'm going to sell Bitcoin at $100,000 in 2021. Well, it stopped short of 70K and they were left holding their bags all the way to the bear market. It's just seen a 70% drop in their portfolio. Stupid. Even for XRP, you could have sold up here. You could have bought back in down here. You could have sold up here. You don't need to sell the exact top. You just buy relative to the bottom, accumulated down here, accumulated right here. Like even if you missed XRP at 30 cents and you accumulated XRP at 64 cents right here on 15th of July, like you bought in 64 cents. XRP's at 48.50 cents. You're down a little bit. Then it takes off. You're up now. So you can never lose if you're buying spot. Where you lose is if you start taking over leveraged positions and you just start losing your ASS because you're taking max leverage right now. XRP goes a little bit higher. You see your portfolio with unrealized profits of whatever it is, depending on your position size, and then you see it draw down. Then you're negative. Then you close out your position on the pullback, and the XRP rips to the upside again. So that's why time in the markets always beats trying to time the markets every single time. But we can get close to the top relative to where we've been in the past based on Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow indicator, based on the relative strength index. So if I were to clear this chart right now for you guys and look at this on the weekly chart, things are looking very, very good. Where we are in comparison to the past, in my opinion, is roughly right around this phase right here. We have a little bit higher than a potential pullback, or we're right around this phase right here, getting ready to see consolidation before continuing higher. Now, I don't like comparing to the 2021 bull run because XRP was suppressed. This lawsuit was filed, so it caused a big dip in the chart that not a lot of people expected because the price crashed from like 78 cents down to 16 cents. But after that, it still rallied. And so I've said this time and time again, imagine what's going to happen to XRP unleashed with no lawsuit, no Gary Gensler, Donald Trump in office, Ripple stablecoin coming out, XRP ETFs coming out, global liquidity increasing, Bitcoin's dominance dropping. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance price chart. But before we do, look at what Jim Cramer just posted saying, raring to go, but are we ever overbought? So it's time to inverse Cramer. It's time to send it. And as Crypto Bitlord says, thank you, higher. Cramer has just blessed us for a bull-sember going into Christmas. Every single trader right now is rejoicing here, and everyone is saying bullish. Thank you so much. This is a signal to buy. God bless America. God bless Jim Cramer. Higher. It's official. We're going to the moon. Everyone knows that Jim Cramer is a paid shill within Wall Street to say things, and then the opposite happens time and time again. And it's interesting because when we look at the chart, Jim Cramer couldn't be more wrong, as he always is. Because look at what happened when we went from orange to yellow. Right now, we've started the breakout right here for Bitcoin on the Bitcoin price chart, just like we were at right here at the previous high. From orange to yellow, we consolidated for a little bit. Then we started the breakout. So all we are in is in this phase right here of the market cycle. We just started it. So even if Bitcoin takes a little dip in the short term, maybe it dips down to like 90K, 85K, in the short term doesn't matter, because when you're in doubt, zoom out. Look at what happened last time, every single bull run when we transitioned from orange to yellow. We absolutely exploded. And then from yellow to green, when we topped out, was it light green before going to light blue. So to sell the majority of my portfolio is going to be light green before light blue. And if we were to measure from top to top when that happened, for example, going from December of 2013, this isn't going to be exact because I'm zoomed out on the weekly charts here, just giving you a helicopter eagle eye view, but that was roughly 1,477 days. And then if we measure from the top of 2017 to right here, 1,440, 50 days, somewhere around there. So if we were to just measure 1,450 to 1,470 days, let's go to 1,450 right here, roughly October of 2025 to November of 2025. And so even if you were to sell like in September, August, September before October, you could be like, it would be like selling Bitcoin like right here at $40,000 to $46,000, or selling Bitcoin between $10,000 to $15,000 relative to the high. You don't need to catch the exact high to make money. You just have to buy relatively low to the bottom and sell relatively high. If you buy right now and the markets go up and Bitcoin goes to 150K, you still make money. As you can see right here on this indicator, which is the Bitcoin Power Law Corridor, it talks about Bitcoin's Power Law Corridor at the top, which is the resistance. It says 365,000 is the peak. It also shows the lower end, which is the support at 33,689. And during each bear market, going all the way back to August of 2015, when we were at dark blue, you saw Bitcoin bounce off the support. Right here in December 2018, Bitcoin didn't quite make it down to the support, although it did for COVID. And then for 2022, Bitcoin made it all the way down to the support and rebounded off of it. Now on the upper echelon at the resistance right here, Bitcoin made it all the way up to the peak back in 2013. Bitcoin made it all the way up to the peak back in 2017. But in 2021, Bitcoin didn't make it to the peak. So through the law of diminishing returns, the peak for Bitcoin for this bull run cycle is showing anywhere between $300,000 to $500,000. But on the conservative side, I would say anywhere between $150,000 to $200,000 max for Bitcoin. You're going to hear a lot of people say super cycle when Bitcoin starts getting towards the end of this bull run. When we are at, light green, getting ready to go to light blue, that's where I'm going to be exiting the majority of my positions, because every single bull run prior to this has proven that that is the top. Look at this right here. December 2013, we were at light green. We transitioned to light blue. That was the top. Right here, 2017, light green, transitioned to light blue. That was the top. Right here, 2021, from light green to light blue, that was the top. So we're 3 for 3. The chances of us going 4 for 4 is very, very high, because human beings have attention spans of goldfish, and especially new investors that come into the market that create a Twitter account for the first time. It's their first bull run. They're like, yeah, super cycle. We're just going to keep going up because we got BlackRock in, we got institutions, we got mainstream media talking about it. My favorite news company is talking about it, or they're on Saturday Night Live, or Ellen DeGeneres, or Mark Cuban's tell me to buy Dogecoin. Those people are just going to be used as exit liquidity like they were used in 2021, like they were used back in 2018. And if you were back in 2013 for that bull run, I missed that bull run. I caught the 2017 and the 2017 one. You should have learned by now, and you got to at least have $10 million, $100 million in crypto at this point. If you don't, then subscribe to the channel. Let's help you get to that point, because you're most likely just trading with your emotions at this point if you haven't made a lot of money and you've been in the market for 10 years plus. So right here, I brought up this chart yesterday. I also broke this down inside of Altcoin Pro for you guys if you want to check out that long form post. But to put this simply for you, if we measure from the complacency stage high right here back in April of 2018 until January of 2021, that was the resistance that the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, needed to break, which is total 3. And when that happened, on the bottom of the screen, you guys can see Bitcoin's dominance drop from like 67% all the way down here to like 40% during that rally up past the all-time high for altcoins. And we are right at that moment right now. This is massive. Look at this. It took 1,113 days until the 18th of January right here. Then the altcoin market broke that resistance, which is light blue, the complacency stage dead cat bounce for the psychology of a market cycle. And after 1,113 days, it took roughly 112 days before the altcoin market topped out while Bitcoin's dominance was dropping. Then we saw a pullback, just like I talked about for XRP, when we went from yellow to light green. We saw that massive pullback. We also saw a 50 to 60 60% pullback for the entire altcoin market. So that was a really good time to hedge because it was pretty much almost at the top. Yes, we had that final rally up during light green and then light blue for the bear market. But look at this. This is uncanny how accurate this is. From the top of the market in 8th of November 2021 for altcoins, if I measure 1,113 days, just like the last bull run, that is almost exactly when the altcoin market broke this complacency stage high right here, where you see this yellow arrow that I'm moving around at the top of the screen at right here, where you see this yellow arrow right here that I'm moving around at the top of the screen right here from 2018 and also from 2022. Now that we're breaching that high, look at what happened 112 days after that took place. So where will that put us for a potential another peak in the market? It's not going to be exact to the T, but thus far, it's been pretty accurate when we measure 1,113 days out. Well, that puts us to the 17th of March of 2025. So we have December, January, February, half of March, 3.5 months, guys. So you are right at a key threshold moment where the altcoin market is getting ready to break the all-time high. And the last time that happened, we saw the altcoin market absolutely fly. Now, on the bottom of the screen, we also needed Bitcoin's dominance to drop. That's why it's really key when I bring up this post right here on why I'm holding my XRP until a lot of these key milestones are hit. Number 6, altcoin season kicking off being the main one. And right now, altcoin season just got kicked as Bitcoin's dominance is dropping. It's at 57%. So we're still above 50%. When Bitcoin's dominance drops to 50%, I would expect total 3, total 2, others to absolutely fly and break the all-time high and start breaching upwards of 1.5 trillion, eventually 2 trillion or 3 trillion dollars. Even Brad Garlinghouse predicted the total crypto market to be over $5 trillion by the end of 2024. Right now we're at $3.4 trillion. So that's another 1.5 trillion to come in within the next month. Imagine where that money's going to flow, guys. A lot of that's going to flow into XRP. And this is when we're going to see XRP drastically outperform Bitcoin during Bitcoin's dominance dropping. Also, on top of that, Donald Trump just posted saying the idea that the BRICS countries are trying to move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over. We require a commitment from these countries that they will neither create a new BRICS currency nor back any other currency to replace the mighty US dollar, or they will face 100% tariffs and should expect to say goodbye to selling into the wonderful US economy. They can go find another sucker. There is no chance that the BRICS will replace the US dollar in international trade, and any country that tries should wave goodbye to America. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this will work, or do you guys think this will destroy the US dollar? Let me know your comments below, because in my video 22 hours ago that says Ripple XRP, it's done. Donald Trump's new SEC chair will drop the SEC case versus Ripple, has about 33,000 views. I highly recommend you guys watch that video right after this one, because in my opinion, no matter what Donald Trump does to try and save the US dollar, long term, the safest assumption, according to Charlie Munger, which is Warren Buffett's really good friend, he passed away, Berkshire Hathaway, they're worth billions of dollars. They're worth more than Donald Trump by multiples. So they're better at making money than Trump. Charlie Munger said the safest assumption is that the dollar is going to zero over time. So I'm listening to Charlie Munger over Donald Trump all day long because of what this is. So when the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors underneath Joe Biden's presidency has no clue what's even going on, that's the death of the dollar right there in and of itself. Right smack dab, right in front of your face. So that's why crypto is taking off. Plus, look at this, crypto bull run cycle, Bitcoin pump, Ethereum plus high cap pump, alt season. As the market cap dominance drops, look at the relative strength index for Bitcoin's market cap dominance. It literally just peaked out during this divergence right here, where we're making lower highs on the actual chart for Bitcoin's dominance and higher highs on the relative strength index. And so as the RSI drops, as Bitcoin's dominance drops, it doesn't mean Bitcoin does bad. It just means altcoins outperform Bitcoin. And if you want to see what top altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin, join Altcoin Pro University right now. It's only $97 a month. Guys, that price is not going to stay there forever. We're most likely going to raise it to $197 per month by January 1st. And that means the annual is going to go up as well too, because we want to keep it more exclusive. We're constantly adding on more people to our research team to provide as much value as possible. And if you're not happy for whatever reason, I don't care whether you buy right now and take 29 days and go through everything and say it's not for you. We'll give you 100% of your money back. Go to your college campus or the bank that lets you took out a $50,000, $100,000 freaking loan, dude. Ask them for a refund. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? There's no refunds for student loans. Go get a job at Pizza Hut. So if you want a refund, we'll give you a refund. We're not going to force you into any contract here. It's month per month. If you want to save some money and get 2 months for free, upgrade to annual. You get 2 exclusive bonuses, a 2-hour plus portfolio deliberation training showing you how to construct a successful portfolio coin by coin. Our research team will dive into all that with you. A crypto tax mastery course, 13 plus training videos from our certified tax CPA that does taxes for crypto billionaires back there. I'm not a tax advisor, but we got the best professionals that are. So our vision is to set the gold standard in crypto education. So if you're ready to become a millionaire this bull run cycle, then join Altcoin Pro University. Become one of the first 1,000 founding members as we back up our truck all the way to the bank, grab the bags, pack them and stack them before Christmas, leaving no bags left behind, because I believe the spending power of the dollar is just going to keep going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. What that goober just said about them printing as much money as possible, that means blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, cryptocurrencies are just going to keep going up in value. That's a fact, not even my opinion, and we're going to go running to the top. I'll see you guys in the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com through the link below. As always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.
Hey bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and MasterCard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business, or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or MasterCard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated 1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over 7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.